Hi, this is Craddock. I'd like to show you a few things in our new fotoQuote Pro 6. This is our biggest update ever. We have 86 new categories, which brings the total to 304. And because of that, we've really reorganized some things about the program and made it easier than ever to use. First, we have recategorized everything. And you can see here in this list the different categories. And everything is easily selectable now from the main screen. And all 304 of our categories have usage tips, guides that help you figure out how to negotiate your use with your clients. And they show up instantly in the middle of the screen so you can see if the category is the one you're looking for. It makes it easier to read if you open the big window. You can read the usage tips in that window. The coaching section, which has been very popular in the program in the past, has been expanded as well and now has a lot of new categories. We have a new category that tells you how to deal with European countries and the pricing in Europe, as well as many other features that have either been added or updated. Something else we've added to the new fotoQuote are the new quote packs. These are groups of rights that you can offer to a client when they ask for all rights or unlimited use. And they're grouped by advertising in web, print. It lets the client use as many of these rights as they want for a specific period of time in a specific industry without having to come back to you to renegotiate. Not wanting to renegotiate is one of the main reasons that clients are asking you for all rights. So you're having something like this prepared and ready to go is something that will really help you in your negotiations with them. In this special chart, we show each of the quote packs that we offer and what license rights are going to be granted with those. As you click on the heading of each of these rights packages, all of the rights move to the top of the list for that package, so it's really easy to see what's going to be offered. When you include a quote pack in fotoQuote, when you choose one and add it to your quote, all of the items in this list are automatically added to the quote as a text block, so that the text block explains exactly what you're going to be licensing, what rights you're going to be granting to your client when they use quote packs. As the print world seems to be shrinking, the web opportunities seem to be growing rapidly. Some still photographers we've talked to have been asked to shoot some simple video on their magazine assignments. Corporate photographers are being asked to shoot simple video on some of their corporate jobs, both of which were used on the web pages of their clients. We think this is an important opportunity for photographers that's only going to get bigger in the future, and to that end we put some real effort into this version of fotoQuote to help you figure out how to deal with these new markets and with these new opportunities. We have right now over 30 dedicated web categories, and we put something brand new in fotoQuote this time. We have categories for TV and film using still photographs. But new in this version of fotoQuote, there are now 35 new categories for film footage, stock clips that you can license to clients. And we think this is going to be a big opportunity in the future for you to add to your income. Creating your quote in this version of fotoQuote is easier than ever. Just click this button to create the new quote. Fill in your client information here. Or if you've created a quote for this client in the past, they will show up in this list by company name and by client name. Just click that quote and the header information will fill in automatically. You can create a quote in various currencies that you set up in the Setup tab in the main screen. And once you've selected a currency for the quote, all items that will be added to that quote will be in that currency, with the conversion rate again that's picked up from the Setup tab on the main fotoQuote screen. To add a usage to your quote, select its parameters here. Then click the Add Usage to Current Quote button here. In this version of fotoQuote, the license that will be granted for each image is described image by image. In the past, the license was described for the entire quote. So fill in your licensing information here, your release information, the industry, the rights, the duration of the license up here. Put any special notes about the usage down here. Additionally, if you've chosen a quote pack as the usage, the quote pack information will show up in this bottom window. Leave anything blank that you don't want to show up in the license. Only the lines you have filled in will show up. If you have an image description, put it on the top line. If you have an image code number, put it on the top line. And then click the Add Usage to Current Quote button. You can add value to your quote for special situations using this tab. Correct for geographic factors other than US only here. And by using this tab, you can send us pricing feedback directly. Because of the influence the large agencies are having on photo prices, and because they don't often take into account the cost of production, it's more important than ever that we hear from you, the producers, about your experiences negotiating. And it will also make you eligible to win one of the 6 free updates that we will give of the next version of fotoQuote when it comes out. Before we go to the print quote screen for this stock quote, let me show you the Assignment Pricing Coach. The Assignment Coach has 38 topics, including information about breaking into the new video markets. There's all kinds of information about business, negotiation, copyright, and there's pricing information about different types of assignments: corporate jobs, annual reports, hotels, executive portraits, and more. This Assignment Coach has a wealth of information that can really help you with your business. Once you've added all of the items to your quote, click the Print or Select Quotes button to make the final adjustments to your quote before you print it or create a PDF of it. Your client information is here and can be edited. Down here you have the financial information about this quote. You can apply a discount or add miscellaneous fees. Add shipping or sales tax. If you're in a country like Canada that uses a dual tax system, you can put both taxes down here, PST and GST. Use the right-hand side of this screen to view and edit any of the details about the images in this quote. Select an image from this list at the bottom of the screen and edit the details up here at the top. Click here to import a thumbnail for the image. Any information for this image that you've entered here will show up on the license for the image on your quote. If you want to see what that license will look like, click the View Copy License tab. You can copy this license to your clipboard on your computer by clicking this button and paste the information on an invoice or another document. Or you can also paste this information into the rights-granted metadata in your original image using an image editor. Click the Print Quote Setup tab to enter your company information, customize the footer message that will show up on your quote, import your signature and your logo, and tell fotoQuote how you want that to show up on your quote as well. At the bottom of your print quote screen are a couple of check boxes: no electronic rights and no revisions. Check these if you want extra messages to show up at the bottom of your printed quote stating that you're not granting any electronic rights or any revisions with this quote. Once you've reviewed everything and you're ready to print the quote, click this button and look at the preview of your quote. Make sure everything looks the way you want it to look. And then go on to print the quote. If you're using a Mac, you can create a PDF directly from the Mac operating system from the print dialog. If you're using Windows, depending on the version of Windows, you may need to download a utility that lets you create a PDF whenever you're printing. When you click the Print This Quote button, the quote that gets printed is the current quote, the quote that you see on this screen. If you need to go back to a past quote, edit it, and reprint it to send to your client, click the List Select Past Quote button and select a quote that will show up in this list. That quote now becomes the current quote. You can go back out to the fotoQuote main screen and edit it and come back in and print it and send it to your client. Also, if you need to delete any quote, this is the only place in the program you can do it. Come to this screen and click the trash can to delete. Thanks for taking the time to look at fotoQuote Pro 6. It's been 17 years since I came out with version 1 of this program. And your support and enthusiasm are what have kept me excited about making the program better with every version. And I'm really happy with this one. I hope you enjoy it.